You know, they say opportunity knocks only once. Well, in my case, it didn't even bother to knock. It just waltzed right in and made itself at home on my couch. Let's consider the curious case of a bloke named Joe. Now, Joe was a bit of a dreamer, always waiting for some grand opportunity to knock on his door. But one day, opportunity decided to skip the formalities. It didn't knock, it didn't ring the bell, it just let itself in. Without so much as a "by your leave," opportunity started living with Joe. It helped itself to Joe's food, left crumbs on his couch, and even had the audacity to use Joe's Netflix account. The cheeky bugger. And all this while, Joe was so busy waiting for that knock, he completely overlooked the fact that opportunity was right there, in his living room, munching on his popcorn and binge-watching his favorite series. And there it was, opportunity, sitting on Joe's couch, munching on his popcorn and binge-watching his favorite series. He didn't even realize it was there until he got the Netflix bill. So, now that opportunity was comfortably settled in Joe's life, it was time for Joe to actually do something about it. You know, like maybe kick it off the couch and put it to work. Joe, like many of us, found himself in a bit of a pickle. He had this shiny golden opportunity lounging about in his life, but he didn't quite know what to do with it. It was like owning a sports car but not knowing how to drive it. So he did what any reasonable person would do in a situation like this. He tried to negotiate with it. He started off with a nice, polite chat. "Opportunity," he said, "I think it's about time you got off the couch and started working for me." But opportunity just laughed, cracked open another can of soda, and turned up the volume on the TV. Undeterred, Joe moved on to bargaining. "Look, opportunity," he pleaded, "I'll trade you. You start working for me, and I'll stop binging on Netflix every night." But opportunity just shrugged, mumbled something about the latest season of The Crown, and continued to make itself at home on Joe's couch. Joe was getting desperate. He even tried threatening opportunity. "If you don't start working for me," he growled, I'll start watching reality TV." But opportunity just yawned, stretched, and asked Joe to fetch it another bag of chips. It was a classic standoff. Joe, desperate to get opportunity to work for him, and opportunity, stubbornly refusing to budge. It was a story as old as time, a tale of an average Joe trying to make the most of what life had thrown his way. But then, something remarkable happened. Maybe it was Joe's relentless determination. Maybe it was opportunity finally getting tired of Joe's whining, or maybe it just ran out of snacks. But one day, opportunity finally heaved itself off the couch, brushed off the crumbs, and said, "Fine, I'll do it, but you owe me a new season of Stranger Things." With opportunity finally off the couch and ready to work, Joe realized he had to step up his game. He couldn't just let opportunity do all the work while he sat back and reaped the benefits. So, here's what Joe did. He took a deep breath, dusted off his worn-out motivation, and decided to start small. He knew he couldn't just jump from zero to hero overnight, but he was ready to put in the work. He was ready to make mistakes, to falter, to stumble, and most importantly, to learn. He started by setting small, achievable goals. Nothing outrageous, just something to get the ball rolling. He began to work with opportunity, not just sit back and watch it do all the hard yards. And sure, there were blunders. He tripped, he fell, he got a few scrapes and bruises along the way, but he got back up, dusted himself off, and kept going. Because that's what you do when you're working with opportunity, not just waiting for it. Slowly but surely, he found his rhythm. He learned to dance with opportunity, to move in sync with it. He learned to anticipate its moves, to react to its changes, to adapt and improvise. He learned that working with opportunity wasn't just about seizing the moment, it was about creating a rhythm, a pattern of consistent efforts. And that's the crux of it, isn't it? Success doesn't just happen by accident. It's not a lottery ticket you stumble upon on a lazy Sunday afternoon. It's the result of consistent effort, of actions taken, of mistakes made and lessons learned. It's about working with opportunity, not just waiting for it to come knocking on your door. And so Joe and opportunity started working together, turning life's lemons into a thriving lemonade stand, and all it took was a Netflix subscription and a bag of popcorn. Yes, it's a metaphor, but it's also a reminder that success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the most of the moments you have. So, work with opportunity, dance with it, make mistakes, learn, grow, and remember. Every day is a new chance to turn life's lemons into lemonade.